Today morning, sun came up on time. I don't see any joy. So that's what the sun came up, so what? Okay. Sun came up on time means everything is alive, otherwise it will be gone, isn't it? Planet is spinning on time. You think it's a small phenomenon, yes. No, what's happening in your house is a big thing. Planet is spinning is not a big thing. No accidents in solar system today. Not a single accident in the whole universe, everything is going fantastic. 100 billion galaxies, nobody clashed into each other. Wow, nothing? But there is one nasty thought going around in your head, and it's a bad day. Everything is perfect in the cosmos, it doesn't matter. One little thought is determining the nature of your life, isn't it? This is just your psychological drama. You could make it anyway. You can make it joyful, you can make it miserable, you can play any kind of drama within yourself. This drama has become bigger than the very cosmos. What happens in your mind is bigger than the whole universe right now in your perception, isn't it? See, in this universe, they are saying over 100 billion galaxies and they're saying more. This solar system itself is a tiny speck. Tomorrow morning if the solar system vanishes, nobody will miss it, I don't think it's on the account books. In this speck of a solar system, planet Earth is a microspeck. In that microspeck, Vijayawada is a super microspeck. In that you are a big man. It's a huge problem. Not a small problem, it's a very big problem. So when you have no perception of what you are, what is your position in this world, what is your place, not understanding countless number of people like you and me have come and gone, they were also all smart people like us, but where are they now? They are all topsoil. Yes or no? This will also become topsoil unless your friends decide to bury you real deep, fearing that you may rise from the dead. You know, this happened. A couple from Texas, husband and wife, over 70 years of age. It was their dream to travel to Jerusalem. So after they were over 70 years of age, now they made it to Jerusalem and they were going on the tour, seeing this and that and everything, and unfortunately the wife had a heart attack and she died. Then the local people, Jerusalem is like, you know, this certain kind of place. And the local people came and said they can do all the rituals and everything for the dead wife, and it costs only $10,000. But if he wants to transport her back to Texas, it costs $26,000 just to transport her, and then much more there. The man became very pensive, thought for a while. Then he said, no, I'm taking her back to Texas. They tried to convince him, see, this is only 10,000, we can bring it down to 8,000. Why do you want to spend 26,000 just to transport a dead body? This is the Holy Land, do it here, it's only 8,000 here, we'll make it 8,000 for you. He said, no, I'll take her back to Texas. They said, why? It doesn't make sense. He said, in Texas, dead stay dead. So, don't look for miracles, live sensibly. Life is a miracle by itself. If you do not recognize the miracle of life, you will be looking for silly miracles all over the place. If you live well right now, this is a miracle by itself. If you don't live in a miraculous way, you will look for a miracle in your death. I think everybody else also will look for one. Now, this process that I'm talking about is not about going somewhere. This is about turning inward, because everything that you experience right now is happening from within you. Instead of looking at the source as what generates this, You're looking all over the place. You cannot fix your happiness, health or well-being from outside. You can only fix your comfort from outside. Comfort and convenience can be fixed from outside. Health, happiness, well-being cannot be fixed from outside, it has to be fixed from within. See, in the last 150 years, because of this advancement of science and technology, any amount of comfort and convenience has come to us. Never before another generation knew these kind of comforts and conveniences, yes? What even royalty could not afford 100 years ago, today average citizens are having, isn't it? Many of you are driving chariot with 100, 200 horses, aren't you? So, comfort and convenience has come like never before. We are the most comfortable generation ever, believe me. In spite of that, can we claim we are the most peaceful generation or joyful generation or loving generation or anything of the sort? Because it's not going to work that way. Yes, we must create comfort and convenience on the outside, but if you do not create well-being within, all this science and technology is just going waste upon people. They're making themselves more miserable than before. Such wonderful gifts, all gone bad on people. Everything is used only for our own destruction, not for well-being, simply because we are not in a pleasant state ourselves. When we are not in a pleasant state ourselves, we do not know how to create pleasantness for everybody around us, even if we have good intentions. Miserable people having good intention is no good, because if they have good intentions, they will do unto others what they did to themselves. This is not some kind of magic, this is not some kind of miracle. As there is a science for external well-being, there is a science for inner well-being. Exploring this is the dimension of yoga. When we say yoga, today unfortunately most of the impressions of yoga are rebound from the American coast. That's not what I'm talking about. This is about understanding the mechanics of how this one functions and being able to do the best that we can do with this. And the best of what this is way beyond your expectations. What this human being can do within himself is far beyond your expectations. Nothing, it is not about earning a living, it's not about being little successful. This can do things so magical and miraculous within itself that every human being must know this. We do not know whether you will climb Mount Everest or not. I do not know whether you will become the richest man in the world or not. I do not know whether you will become the most beautiful woman in the world or not. But this much every one of you deserve. At least your span on this planet is a pleasant experience for you. This is something that every human being deserves, and this is something that every human being is capable of. Human intellect on the planet has evolved enough today to make them understand that as there is a science for external well-being, there is a science for inner well-being, and it's time to explore that. This has been on in this culture for thousands of years, but being an exclusive domain, at certain times the larger population took it, at other times small groups of people kept it alive. A time has come once again where a large mass of people or the whole world takes this on and makes this a part of themselves, because well-being means people are looking up or down. See, with all due respect, let's come to this. Our ideas of other things beyond this planet are just ideas propagated by people, yes? With all due respect, I'm saying this, I'm not agreeing with it or disagreeing with it, but you don't know for sure, isn't it? This happened. I was speaking to a group of people in Nashville, Tennessee, where our ashram is. We were addressing a corporate group and I was telling them a joke. In the joke, I referred to God as Him. Immediately, a few ladies stood up and said, "Do you believe God is a man?" Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know where I'm getting it's a dangerous terrain. I said, no, I was only telling you a joke. But it doesn't matter, you said Him. Do you believe God is a man? Now this is a big argument in America. is God a man or a woman? I think they're going to try to settle this in this election. See, we have no such struggle in this country. We have a man God, we have a woman God, we have an elephant God, we have a cow God, we have a monkey God, we have a snake God, we have crawling ones, creeping ones, flying ones, every kind. Because this is a very wise culture. We foresaw all the future problems that may arise. Yes. You heard of Idi Amin, the Uganda man? Idi Amin declared, God is black. I agree with him. Because if a white man can have a white God, why can't a black man have a black God? This also they do not know. There's a big argument going on in southern churches in the United States. Is God black or white? Last two elections they tried to settle this, it did not settle. This argument is going on big time, is God white or black? They do not know because God did not go to those countries. He sent only His son or His messenger, whatever. They have not seen God, they don't know, they are still arguing. In India we know God is brown. Because God came here Himself 9 times, you know, 9 times. 10th time is just about to come. We know God is brown, we know everything about Him because He came here Himself. Especially outside the country, Indians are very proud. God came to our country 9 times. I keep reminding them that's because God wouldn't trust anybody with Indians. He wanted to do the job hands-on. And He came 9 times and He failed. 9 or 10 times you can debate, failure you cannot debate, isn't it? So, this idea has come to us because we crawled out of our mother's wombs and we came out, so much creation. You looked at your mother, did she do it? Well, she delivered you, she couldn't have delivered the planet. You looked at your father, did he do it? He doesn't look like that. You looked at every other adult, nobody seems to be competent to create all this. Too phenomenal. If you spend a lifetime on a leaf, you still cannot understand the leaf in its entirety. With all this scientific exploration, we still do not know a single atom in its entirety, we know it in parts. So such a complex creation, who created? So the simple answer is, there is one big man sitting up there. The first mistake we have made is to believe that existence is human-centric, which is not. And looking up, Uparwala, see, you're sitting on a round planet, not even on the North Pole, in Vijayawada, here on the planet. If you look up, you're looking in the wrong direction, isn't it? And on top of it, the planet is spinning. Invariably, everybody is looking in the wrong direction. Every time you look up, you're looking in the wrong direction. Do you really know which is up and down in this universe, I'm asking you? Do you know? Is it marked somewhere this side up? Does somebody know which is up and which is down in this universe? So these are okay for children. If you're looking for solace, it's all right to believe something. If you're looking for a solution, it's time to explore. Because the only gateway of experience that you have to the existence is yourself and yourself alone. Yes or no? You cannot experience something that's happening here, please see this. Right now somebody next to you, if they touch your hand, you think you're experiencing their hand. No, you're only experiencing the sensations in your hand. The only and only access point to life and its experience and to the existence that you have is this one. Nothing else but this one. If you use this, if you open this up, this will become a doorway. If you close this, this will become a wall. This is the experience of a human being. They're experiencing themselves either as a wall or as a possibility, depending upon how they open the possibility or have to shut it. Now, it is time we explore these things, at least in small measures. Not everybody may be able to go into the ultimate dimension of yoga, but everybody is capable of at least a few minutes of turning inward. It will transform one's life if 1 minute a day, if you turn inward. If you truly turn inward, the very fundamental quality of your life can be transformed if you can be every moment joyful by your own nature, irrespective of what's happening around you. Is it a great transformation for you?